My name is Reverend Sister Dr. Obiageri Zita Iwoha. As women religious, as matured women who have vowed to follow God, our vows are being done in the church. Our commitment is to God Almighty, in the presence of the faithful. So our commitment, each one of us will have to be accountable to God, the one that we have vowed our lives to serve. It is not to people. And for somebody to tell you who to listen to and who not to listen to, I don't think that is really right. That is really crossing human right. And even as women, I don't think it is really fair to tell a whole grown-up congregation, community, who have been serving God for years, you're telling them, go here and don't go there. Everybody knows what is good for them. So please, can we stay away from things that brings division? As St. Paul says, let us build up that which brings us together. Let us stop all this bickering, all this name calling. It's not leading us to God. Trust me, it is not leading us to God. The women we serve in Nigeria are reaching out to me and they're all complaining. We don't know what to do. We don't know who to run to. We are being told, do not go to Zion. And we don't even know why we're asked not to go there. Zion Ministry is a prayer house. Every Christian has the ability to pray, to look for a spiritual support. And that's what Zion Ministry is doing. We are praying. We continue to pray, supporting one another in prayer. There's no other thing happening in Zion Ministry. And if anybody feels that there's something happening in that ministry, please tell us. What we cannot tolerate anymore is all the time distracting a whole ministry, distracting a spiritual leader, distracting somebody who has never interfered in anybody's business. We can't take that anymore. This is an operation, and we can't take it. We live in a developed world where people have rights and they exercise their right. And we cannot allow any single person, any human being, to put us down, because that is what is going on right now. This is the war the enemy is fighting, to put Christians down, to put women religions down. And we refuse to do that because we belong to Christ. We are the brides of Christ. We have the right to worship God however we choose to worship God, which is also in the Christian way, in our Catholic Church. We were taught to pray the rosary. We were taught to say the Angelus. We were taught to attend Mass. And we're all doing that. I have also wondered why nobody talks about people who are Christians, but at the end of the day, they all look for other gods. And we all know them in our churches, even among our own circle. We know them. Nobody's calling them out. It bothers me. I am really worried. And I'm concerned for the young generation, because they're all so confused. And we're confusing them on a daily basis. This cannot continue. I'm telling you, this cannot continue. One thing I know is that our Blessed Virgin Mary is with Evangelist Ebuka Obi, and we know that she is with us. She is interceding for us. And with God, all things are possible. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. No weapon fashioned against Brother Ebuka Obi will ever prosper. Because he who is in him is greater than he who is in the world. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. I want to say thank you for listening to me. And please hold on to your faith. This is a year of jubilee, pilgrims of hope. Let us continue to support one another in prayer. Lift one another up in prayer. Let us continue our fasting. Let us continue to do our good work. This is a time of Lent. Do not allow any distraction to separate you from the love of God. Thank you so much. And Daddy Ebuka, just know that we love you. I love you. You have made an impact in my life. You have changed my life. You have helped me through your faith. You have challenged me to build my own faith. May God bless you, protect you, guide you, and support you through all these struggles. You are a winner. Zion Ministry is a winner. And since I joined Zion Ministry, my personal life really has actually been positively impacted through the teaching of our evangelist, Ebuka Obi. God has used this young man to bring back faith, strength, courage to so many souls that were already missing their steps in their walk with God. The reason I wanted to make this video is to share my personal testimony about what Zion has done and been for me since the past 3 years I've got connected to this wonderful ministry. As a young woman growing up in my little village, in fact, when I was 7 years old, I was introduced to the block rosary, and I grew up in the Catholic Church, praying the rosary, interceding for everybody, family, friends, community. That was the faith I knew. Before I grew up, studied, joined the community life. I have been a missionary for 30 years, working in different parts of Africa, Europe, and now in the United States. I have always worked with women and children, and I know what it means to work with families, especially families that are desperate. There's a lot of desperation in the hearts of Christians and even non-Christians right now.
Okay.
Until you cover you, Wagamande Habo. This in a Habru, Ndiosi Chineke. Manahana Mepon Haji, all Nasin and what he had a miracle. Keka Chineke gay see where Regiparan wall were a miracle. Every na want to. Is yet as I say, no what he had a miracle. Father Homo. Emekatoni primary assignment ya bu go wa. Na Jesus, na me here Ebube. On your primary assignment, that God we serve can do all things.
Correct.
That with God all things are possible. A miracle. A preacher, a priest. You should understand that there are waters going under the bridge. As for me, as a preacher, I can stand anytime, anywhere, any day to prove to you that there is miracle. Yes, miracle do exist. Under my nose, not just in the Bible, no bele or many ru no quoja. Obody farenji. Nyaka modu gasim that there is nothing like miracle. Mbapankete. Kita buzukwa evangelist Ebuka Obi oneso kwa menane ai no kai onemeku otu ai si ebi no kai, trying to paint this young minister with a very bad color. Okay, achobe mi ikwu okwu maka ndị ahụ nwana ndị nchọrọ igwe okwu kita bụ mbụ evangelist Chukwu Ebuka Obi nke Igboa ndị Zion ministry na ụmụ Chineke niile n'ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ, geenụ ntị. Chukwu Ebuka Obi abịakwa m ọzọ, agwa gị na ịbụ nwata n'ọlụ a, aka ga-ebuga agha mmụọ, aka ga-agba gị mgba mmụọ. Mana ihe m na-agwa gị taa bụ, do not be distracted.
All right.
Remain focused.
Focus.
Don't lose focus. Don't expect the world to love you.
Correct.
Don't expect everybody to say good about you.
Correct.
Remain focused. Anya afukwana n'ife. Anya afukwana n'ife na denominational system of worship. And that is why I tell you, remain focused.
Focus.
Ọ bụ na isi na Chineke kpọọ gị oku, lụbakwa ọlụ Chineke. Fọchie ntị gị, lụbakwa ọlụ Chineke. Ma ọ bụ n'ụka nke ahụ, ma ọ bụ n'ụka nke ọzọ. Ọ bụ na ọnwa ezi ụka nabata gị, pụta nọdụrụ onwe gị, kwụwagara onwe gị iche, jekwa ozi Chineke maka ada ama ama. Ịbịakwana iji izogheri n'okpuru ụka, were rapụ ime ihe Chineke si gị mee. Evangelist Chukwu Ebuka Obi, remain focused. Can your goal be your calling? Can your goal be your assignment? Let not your goal be what they say and the denomination or denomination also. You are not just for the Roman Catholics. You are for the Roman Catholics. You are for the Anglicans. You are for the Pentecostals. You are for the children of God worldwide. You are the flag bearer of Christianity in Nigeria. My brother, nobody can challenge that. For now, you are the flag bearer. Be focused, Oga. God has placed you in a very high position. You will remain the topic. Forget Yandia. I've always told them, Rabunu Chukwu Ebuka Obi aka, nobody yon emeste na Chineke. You cannot push him down.
True.
You cannot fall him. Manobody yon emeste na Chineke, rapuni ya na ogada. Rabunu Chukwu Ebuka Obi aka na ogada. Mwobu ni ifo na-eme estere na Chineke. Mana ọ bụ na ife ọ na-eme site na Chineke, onye na-agbụ ya mgba dịka onye na-eje agba ụkwụ ya n'okwute. And ịma the implications na onye gba ụkwụ n'okwute na ụkwụ ya ga-enwe injury. Ịma the implications na onye je tinye ọkpọ n'ogbe akwụ na aka ya niile ga-abụ ọbala ọbala. And that is why I advise people, stay off that young man.
True.
Let him do what he is doing. If he is of God, you cannot stop him. But if he is not of God, he will surely collapse. He will surely collapse if he is not of God. But if he is of God, you cannot fall him. Then in the Zion ministry, genunti. Obroso in the Zion ministry, umu Igbo niile na-ekpere Chineke genunti. Onye kwekwana ka ogbuo ya. Onye kwekwana ka mmadụ ọpụ ya n'ikpere Chineke. Maka gịnị? Okwu onye na-enwebe problem na-echeta ụka ọ na-eje. Ọ maka na inwebe problem ka iji echeta chọọchị gị. Inwebe nke bụ nsogbu original. Inwe nsogbu original, ịchọba solution. Ịchọba ebe Chineke ga-aza gị ekpere. Not issue of chọọchị nke ma chọọchị nke ọzọ. After all, onwerekwa chọọchị dị n'eluigwe, onwerekwa chọọchị na-akpọga mmadụ n'eluigwe. Onwerekwanụ chọọchị na-akpọga mmadụ n'eluigwe. Chọọchị adịrọkwanụ n'eluigwe. Ihe dị n'eluigwe bụ ndị na-eme ihe Chineke na-achọ, ndị obi ha dị ọcha. Ọ bụrụ ndị na-akpọ ntu. Ebe ndị ụka na-eme attack ndị na-ekpere Chineke, mana ndị night, ndị chiri echichi n'ụlọ ụka na-eje dibịa na nzuzo, nọdụ n'otu nzuzo, ha ka a ga-enye iru oche, nabatafu ọfụma, kwanyere fe ugwu. Onwere onye na-ekwu maka ndị na-eje nke nzuzo. Onwere onye na-ekwu maka ndị chiri echichi dị iche iche n'ụlọ ụka, bụrụ ndị isi n'ụlọ ụka n'ebe dị iche iche, mana ha na-eje dibịa na nzuzo, na-agwọ ọgwụ, na-ekechi ekechi. Onwere ndị na-ekwu maka ha. Ọha bụ ndị a na-asọpụrụ. Kezi ka o si bụrụ Ebuka Obi na ministry ya, Zion ministry, bụ isi ga na-agwa ndị ụka. Rapụnụ ya ka ọ daa, ka onye ọbụla fụ na ọ dara, iwe ma na aka Chineke adịrị ya. Ma ọ bụ ka ọ kwudosie ike, iwe ma na aka Chineke dị ya. ndị Zion ministry, unu ekwekwana ka mmadụ ọbụla deceive unu. Unu ekwekwana ka mmadụ ọbụla were denomination megharịa unu anya. Chetakwa na m gwara unu na okwu onye na-enwebe problem na-echeta ụka ọ na-eje. Ụbọchị nsogbu original ga-ejide gị n'onu. Ichefuo your church by force. Chọọ solution to your problem. Ị na-achọkwa solution to your problem. Ọ bụkwa n'ụlọ ndị dibịa.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you.